Welcome back to Cover Stories. I'm Nona Simmons, and we're doing quick and easy low-carb cooking. So, Nancy, when we went to break, we were letting this finish, and then now you've taken the sweet potatoes out of the steamer.
Right.
And so you're going to do what with them now?
I drained them. I drained it and then put it back in the pot to keep them good and hot so you don't have to mess up another dish.
Okay.
I'm big into that.
Okay.
And then you, Donnie was so nice to go to so much effort to stir it, which you didn't have to do. I forgot to tell him.
Now, you know, I've heard... But you know what?
Just dump it in there.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're doing that, but you know, I've heard that, you know, when you're on a low-carb diet, you can eat all the meat you want, but I didn't think you could eat potatoes.
Yeah, and you have to eat potatoes. You should have sweet potatoes in particular, but you can have the baked. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it. I love it. I love it. I learned as well.
But it's just, you know, it's moderation. It's the amount. But you should have potatoes. You should have bread. Whole grain's better.
Okay.
The sweet potato is better than the white potato. You get double of everything.
Okay.
And the fiber is what you're looking for too, and you have to have that.
Oh, that looks good.
But look at this. This is to serve 4. Look, and so what you can do, I think this is so pretty.
Okay, go ahead.
You take it for a serving platter, or you take this and you set it out here like this, around the outer edges.
Okay.
And then you put the potatoes right in the center.
We're going for presentation.
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 Well, you
It's
wouldn't
all
know it
part
there.
But that's still part of it. I think that is. That's home cooked presentation, okay?
And then you just, you know, put those right, just kind of scatter them around. So
Man,
it just looks, you know.
Do we have smell TV? As if the audience can really smell. This is
that
awesome.
Really
it
does.
truly
Look at
is.
that.
Oh, I love the way she let the brown sugar just drip, you know, on the potatoes. So,
Oh, gosh.
So now y'all have to try it.
we will. Okay, cut a small piece.
Okay,
But the next
okay.
dish that we're going to do is really, really simple. It's what you said, cheesy tortillas.
Cheesy tortillas.
So now, but with carbs, you can have cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cheese is high in protein, okay? Very little carb. It has some carb.
And calcium.
But, okay, and it has calcium. So you're getting your nutrients as well. And Nancy
small
mentioned earlier
piece.
the different colors have different nutrient value.
Okay.
In per se and stuff, so that's all great. But I think what you're alluding to is you're hearing about Atkins and South Beach, and in the early stages, especially South Beach, limits carbs. I mean, they really almost try to take carbs out. I mean, just shocked about it. I didn't say it was good.
Okay.
Okay, no, I did not say.
have to have carbs.
Right. I understand. I agree with balance because remember, Nona, we've always talked about the body being out of balance. That's why we call disease dis-ease because the body's out of balance. All right.
I like the orange.
It just wakes it up.
The orange. I'm not accustomed to using orange with brown sugar, but Nancy, this is awesome.
You can, if you're not into orange, you can use fresh ginger.
Okay.
That's so good too.
But changing all the different tastes. That's what we
Yeah,
like
it
to
just
do. So,
wakes everything up.
So you can eat healthy and eat good too. Okay, so now your next dish that you're going to make, you said that's very easy. Donnie, sit that one over there for us.
Okay,
Thanks.
excuse me.
You gotta stop eating a minute.
Okay.
That's hard to get me to stop.
This is really, really easy. This is something that I think is neat for kids when they come home from school, and they can do this themselves. It's 45 seconds in the microwave. That's it. And there's no cutting involved. There's no burning, you know, with the stove involved. Also, this is a neat thing to take to work if you're going to work, and it's important to have. We're talking about snack.
Got to have that snack.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's so good, especially if you see the cheese they're using out. I'd like to find out. But anyway, it's just really, really easy.
As we were talking earlier, that snacks are really limited when you start, you know, following some of these other plans or whatever.
A vegetarian
and
would
stuff.
really like this.
Yes, and it'd be good if you have a couple of these for lunch. You know, if you want to have this with a green salad or something, you can have it as a snack, but you can also have it as lunch. What you do here is you take, I'm going to do one. I've already made 3 up for the sake of time. But you take the cumin and you sprinkle the. Now, you've seen me do this earlier.
You have really been working with cumin
I
today.
just was on a Mexican kick today, so I thought, well, let's just go with it, you know. It's cold outside. Woo! And you take a corn tortilla, just a soft corn tortilla, and the reason I put it in my hand is because you see, and I talked about this before, you see chefs doing that and you think, oh, how theatrical they are, you know, doing it with a hand. There's a reason for that because it goes over the dish much more evenly. Where if you just take the teaspoon and just dump it on there, it's just plopped right in the center. This way, it goes all over.
I say it's part of that love that you're adding to it.
Yes.
All right, that personal touch and love.
It is,
like that mom did all those years of stuff. We wondered why it was so good, and she said a dash of this and a pinch of that.
But I mean, yeah.
That's all part
So
of
now
it.
what was that? Just pepper?
Oh, that was dried red pepper flakes, and that's optional. You don't have to, but just gives us a little bit of
Spice.
zing, just a little bit of, just a little bit. And then you take, see these these are cheese sticks. Your kids love them, and I like the colorful ones. I mean, there's cheddar and the mozzarella because it's just
Cool. Presentation.
it's color
Amazing.
and it just looks
And
so
handsome.
fattening. I'm all about that.
I love it. I love it. It looks fattening and tasty, right?
And then you just roll it up, and corn tortillas are a little drier than I had a toothpick. Okay, are a little bit drier than the flour, so they are going to split a little bit, but that's okay. And then you just pop these in the microwave for 45 seconds.
Okay. Now we're going to continue to talk, and then when we come back, we will have put those in the microwave,
Right.
then Donnie can taste that.
But it's just real important to have the snacks, and because you want to keep your blood sugar levels
Amen.
Okay.
That's it.
on course. If you don't want the spiking, and that's what happens when you have like white sugar, white potatoes, white flour, processed foods. You spike, and then you jumps up and it jumps down, and you're starving to death, and you're just craving carbs. If you're eating this kind of stuff, you're not craving anymore.
So all
because
you're getting
having a
is you're getting
balance.
protein and energy.
And vitamins and minerals and fiber.
You're getting carb. You're getting fiber. She's like you said, it's the balance.
Yeah.
As opposed to those quote unquote low carb Atkins or even the South Beach. And even the South Beach took another step to come back to add carbs in because they know it's important.
Right, yeah, and
Okay.
but the balance is crucial, and that's hard to keep balance.
One thing I like about this book is that this can become a lifestyle change. You don't have to worry because the more you use the book, the more you cook the recipes in the book, the more you're going to lose weight. So this cookbook and cooking this way is more of a lifestyle change than a quick fix.
It's not a trend. This is not a trend. This is something that is just has fantastic flavor, is mainstream. It can make a 6-year-old happy to a 106-year-old happy. You've got the comfort food. It's real important not to feel deprived. If you feel deprived, then you're going to binge. You're not going to binge. I mean, you've got everything you want. You get ice cream.
They say moderation versus deprivation all the time. Now, one thing I like about this book, too, is that you don't just put a recipe in there and say, fix it this way. You give different alternatives as to the different side dishes that you can have with these meals.
And these are suggestions only. You don't have to have those. But I did it so that I figured out, I gave you a recipe, one recipe, and then on the side, the sidebar, it's grade, and it tells you what you can have with that. Like the sweet potatoes, let me show you. The sweet potatoes go with the pork. Then, along the side, you have a low-fat corn muffin, a half a cup of shredded purple cabbage and reduced-fat dressing. That's your salad, and then a cup of steamed squash. I mean, that's a lot of food, and it's pretty.
It's pretty,
It's
and
very
then you put
pretty.
the exchanges in there.
Right.
And a lot of times people go, well, what's the exchanges? But if you were going to have 2 starches or whatever, then you can exchange something for something. They tell me that I've got about a minute now. When we come back, you're going to make my favorite. You're going to do dessert, and it's what?
It's real easy, and it's real good.
Okay. And we're going to put the tortillas in the microwave when we go to break, and when we come back, we'll show you the finished product. So stay with us. Cover Stories will return following these messages. Welcome back to Cover Stories, and we're at the tasty part. We put the tortillas in the microwave when we were at break, and she said, oh, they just gotta ooze. So all you're really basically doing is you're just melting the cheese on the inside.
Yeah.
So 45 seconds, and the kids have got a snack.
45 seconds, and of course, this is the part you like. And this is when so the TV lights made it kind of dry, but this is what it was supposed to look like at home.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you half and give Donnie half.
Well, they're not allowing me to eat on the air.
They're
so,
not.
No, they
okay,
said
well,
I can't
afterwards.
share, but
but
we'll do
the
that.
cheese
He
oozes.
said I can have a piece. I like to mess with that as well. So I tell you what, I'll take this little piece. Donnie, you can have that piece.
Okay.
And I'm not a big tortilla person, and I love cheese, but I'm not supposed to have that.
Why not?
Why not? Or we'll get into that later.
We'll get into
Okay.
that. That's hot.
Delicious,
Isn't it
spicy.
good?
It's very
It's-
spicy.
Well, you don't have to put the red pepper flakes in there. But
I
that
must have
you know, if
just
it's
bit
cold
into
outside,
one.
yeah, because it's just an eighth of a teaspoon for all four. So you must have just hit it right. But that's an optional thing. You don't have to add that if you don't want to. But the cumin and the cheese and the corn tortilla is just so
Very tasty.
Hot.
And one thing I like to
Spicy.
add, though, you know, we say for the kids, and I love to have it for the kids, but so many people on these eating styles, and we're talking about the balance, and you have to have a snack morning and a snack afternoon, and you run out of time of a crack and a little peanut butter or a piece of fruit and peanut butter.
And
Guess
that's
what?
good.
Yeah, I'm saying you get tired of the same things over, and I can't remember what to bring to the office that I can use. This, everyone has a microwave at the office, very simple. Bam, we got something new.
Yeah, and those
All right,
cheese sticks
I
are
love
so
it.
fun. I
Yes,
just feel like a little
it's
kid.
tasty. All right, Mexican.
And it's also hot. Okay.
So don't use the red peppers. No,
Don't
don't
use
use
the red
No,
peppers.
only
And
unless you want to open your sinuses. Okay.
Well, it definitely did that.